Hello and welcome to Fiona's Creative Canvas. Today I've got a variety of implements here and I'm going to be using a bit of a warmer colour palette. This isn't the only colours I'll be using. I've got some yellows and some browns and some warmer stuff to put in. And I've got some palette knives. These are some spreaders that you can get from your local hardware store. I've got some paddle brushes and some impasto. We're going to use this towards the end just to add a little bit of texture and volume, I guess. So this is a 18 by 36 inch canvas and I've just sprayed it with some water, and I'm going to start by laying my base with a paddle brush. I'm going to wet my paddle brush as well. Let's get some white on. Oh, too much water. I just want to sort of mix in some different depths of colour. I'm just blending in some colours. This is just my background. And I guess I want this painting to be a bit intuitive. So I don't have a big plan for it, except that I want horizontal and vertical lines. And I want it fairly light, which is why you're seeing me put on so much white. But we'll build up some colour. Okay, feeling a bit of warmth there already. Let's see, what would I like to do next? I think I'm going to need to mix some of these colours, and I've got this one out because I've tried this a few times where I put some paint onto the bottom of the palette knife and I rub it in, and I just really love the effect it gives. It sort of brings out the texture of the canvas itself. So I might mix on the side here. Let's put a little bit of warm grey in this one. This colour. See how it just like brings out some texture? We're going to need like a greyish looking one, I think. I'm going to go this warm grey again first. A bit of gunk there. I think I probably shouldn't have put that there, but we're going to make it work because I've put that straight over the other one. It's thickened up. Right, starting to get this bit of a pattern. I've got some yellow and some orangey yellow, and I've got some really orange as well. I might add in this raw sienna. I'm going to use a smaller palette knife, I think. I'm mixing it with the white first. I want to add more grey in. I've got these out to use to put lines in. I think I'll get this one out for the impasto and the gold. We'll do some gold impasto, I think. I'm gonna bring some darker colours in too. Let's try just these colours first. I feel like I need to bring this yellow in before I go with the lines. Oh! See, this paint's too thick here. I need to let it dry. I'm impatient. So now I have to fix that. Something's not right there now. Can we fix it? I think I just need to remove some of that paint that's on there. We will come over and fix that. Lighter colour. The white. I need some white up there. Just getting some of that texture in. So I've got some Van Dyke brown. I'm going to use this. I'm just going where I feel like it needs it. But I also feel like I need a bit of more dark. Definitely needs more depth. Whoa, there's some depth. Let's just see how it lifts the whole painting. Just touching it ever so lightly just to make those marks. Ooh. I guess the question is, do I want to add any Payne's grey at all? And just a little bit here. Okay, that's my really dark colour. I could put some lines of that in, but I don't know whether to do that now or finish doing these other sorts of markings, because I also talked about using the impasto. Right, I'm just going to lightly drag the rest of my colours using this palette knife. Then I might do the impasto next. I think lines need to go in last. Interesting. Maybe a couple of boats. Got some masts there. I think what I'm going to do, because I'm not too sure where I want to go, and I've got some thicker parts here, because as I build up layers of paint they get thicker and thicker and they get a bit of texture. So I'm going to let it dry, have a look at it, have a think, because I do like these two kind of areas. Okay, so I've left this for a day, taken a step back, which sometimes it's good to do. And I found some old colours that I had mixed up with impasto already. So this is the impasto. It says mix with acrylic paints to create impasto techniques, texture and thick brush strokes. So that's what I plan to do. I'm going to use my palette knives and build up this kind of texture more. I've got some gold here. I think this is the Arteza's Aztec gold, and here's, I'd say, Payne's grey and some kind of mixed brown, and this one I think might be this colour. Could have a bit of yellow mixed in with it. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think it's more of a yellow, but I think it'll be nice and bright. Let's try some of this brown. See how thick it is? So if I try and place some of this on, ooh. Very thick. I am going really gentle here. That's all right. I do want to add the lines in as well. Let's try the Payne's grey. Thicken this one up. Now let's go with some brighter colours. A little bit of this orangey. This is going to be really bright on here, I think. I might actually use this palette knife instead. Just a little bit more control. It's nice and bright, I like it. Brings a little bit of vibrancy. Let's get the gold in there now. Really does look like a sail. No, I'm going to see if I can take that off. So because it's dry, I just add a bit of water to some paper towel, should be able to get that off. I think I want a bit of white up here. Yep, I think that worked well. And this is where your contrast comes in. Darks and lights. Okay, gonna try and do some of those lines. So the lines I'll come in with the Van Dyke Brown. I might bring in some raw sienna, and I might bring in the white. So let's start with the darker colour. I don't want to overdo the lines. So let's get a little bit of this raw sienna, bring that in as well. More of a mid-tone. Okay, and now some white. White just sets things off sometimes. I might have to wait, and I reckon I should put a little bit of white just on there and make it pop. But I am happier with this now. It's got a little bit more life. I was just thinking about this bit. I might use this and create a line on it. Just patting on it. Just breaks that up a little bit. Maybe I'll put a little bit here as well. I'm trying to, I guess, I'm trying to make this like a little version of this. Gonna take a little bit of brown in there just to break that one up a little bit. Now I want to put white on there because I don't like it. There we go. Why do I feel like I need to even it out somehow? Isn't it funny? You put one piece down and then you have to fix it somehow. But we've built up some texture using the impasto, and I think that will stay brighter and glossy. Let's let that dry. Okay, so I'm loving this, but this grey part here, I just want to bring a bit of grey in here, and I just want to thicken some stuff up through there. Just a bit of extra. Make it a little lighter. Okay, just balance that grey out a bit, and I just want a couple of blocky colours. It's going to be a bit of a reddish brown. And the gold looks pretty cool, so I might just add a little bit extra of the gold. Just a few little specks here and there. You might need the white. Yeah, okay, here is the final result, and you can see the shine of the gold there. I'll show you some of the texture. Looks pretty cool, the texture. I like the way I mean, you can see that the impasto is also shiny as well compared to the background. It's got a bit of a gloss effect. There's just little bits of gold in amongst bits. I just patted it on in a few places. Just bring out a little bit of shine. Yeah, I think the grey balanced out as well with it. So I like the overall design. I'd love to know what you guys think in the comments below. So that's it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I shall see you all in the next one. Bye.